Spring is on the rise, summer on the lookout, and by request, this is our 6-minute Beachbody abs workout video.
Now there are a lot of myths revolving Beachbody abs as well as training regimes. We are going to keep the science and the workout separate today. So if you've tried everything you can and you still can't get those Beachbody abs you've always wanted, stay tuned for one of our future videos on the science behind Beachbody abs. Now there's one thing that everyone should realize before we get started, and that is that everybody has abs. Yes, everyone. Everyone has abs. The reason why you can't always see those abs is different for every individual. The most common reason being body fat, or as they say, subcutaneous fat, which is the most common fat that builds up around this area. This means that if we want to make our abs more visible, we first need to burn this fat away. And the best way to do that is to train our bodies at the 60 to 70% maximum heart rate of our own potential. This is called the fitness heart zone rate level. At this rate, our body fuels itself with 85% of body fat, which is the optimal fat burning intensity of the human body. So let's get started. I'm going to break down the exercises for you first, and then we're going to do them. Just so you know, we normally do this on a song called Bug Hunt by Wreck-It Ralph, but copyright, can't use that. Oh, for this video, we will be using random copyright-free music. Now we're going to start off with a light exercise called the crunch. And to do the crunch, what you want is to keep your abs engaged at all times. So Marika, go ahead and do a small crunch. Lift it up a bit, lift it up, and hold right here. Now you want the full abs to be completely engaged and never drop at any time. Going up, and now go down slow. As she goes down, you should stay engaged. Okay, now come back up. And down slow, stay engaged. Never ever drop. Go ahead and drop like most people do. Try not to do this, but even like when they go up, come up a second, and they drop halfway to here, you're letting go of tension. So stay engaged, come up, up, down, down, and up, down, down. So that's how you do the crunch. Now, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can choose to come up a little bit higher off the ground. So go on and come up and get your mid back off the ground. There we go. If you get this much off the ground, that's the advanced version. For our second exercise, we're going to train our lower rectus, or the lower abs. And we're going to do that by sitting and resting on our elbows, keeping our spine straight, as you see Fina doing here. Then we're going to lift up our legs, fully extended and toes pointed, up, and we're going to scissor. And you keep the lower core engaged, and we're going to do 10 sets of these, each set counting 8 counts. Very good. What a lot of people forget is to do their obliques. So how we do obliques to really get that full twist engaged is we start from a crunching position this way. Then we take the side we want to practice and we cross our legs like we're sitting on a couch, having a cup of tea, piece of cake. Now from here, we stay connected and we drop our foot to the floor while we stay connected this way and touch. So now we're twisted. This is the easy way, and then you go up here, and this way you practice your full obliques. Now if this is too easy, as you can see, I'm not even breathing right now, but or breathing heavily I should say. But if this is too easy for you, what you can do first of all is bring your shoulders a little more off the ground. Now I'm starting to feel it more. If that's too easy, tweak this leg, make it straight to create more weight on the obliques. And last but not least, you can take this arm and fully take it off the ground by putting it on your hip here and keeping your whole flank off the ground. And now you've got a real squeeze on your obliques. By twisting this way, you use your full obliques in and out all the way to the top. At this point, you should be feeling quite a burn, and we're going to take it up one step further and use all of our abs at the same time. So the external obliques, the internal obliques, and the upper and lower abs. We're going to do this using a technique we call the bicycle. Now Shana will demonstrate for you what a bicycle looks like. Go for it. There we go. Now Shana is quite advanced. Don't try to go this far immediately, because the heavier you want this to be, the closer your elbows need to come to your knees, and the bigger the twist on your abs. So you keep your upper back off the floor, your legs go to full extension, making circles, and the twist is amplified this way. And this is the max you can get out of it. We're going to be doing 4 sets of these slow, 4 times 8 slow, and we're going to do 4 times 8 fast. So after you've done the bicycle sit, you're going to take a short breath, you're going to just cradle and rest your abs for 1 moment so that they can take a break. After that, we're going to add one more element to get one more burn into it. Now we have 2 different versions. One is the basic plank, and I also have my personal favorite, which is the gymnast plank. Now Fina is going to show us the basic plank. Go on, Fina. Okay, so what's important here is that the hips, static, are completely aligned with the entire body, one straight line from your ankle all the way through to the top of your head. And secondly, make sure that your shoulders are directly above the elbows. Don't be here or don't be there, unless you're making an actual fitness exercise out of it. But try and stay steady this way and be fully aligned. Nice plank, team. Okay. For you diehards out there, this is a much heavier plank. So Marika is going to show you the gymnast plank. Go for it, Marika. This plank is very heavy and you can't hold this very long. What you want is to have as much of your upper hip and your lower back attached to the ground, your legs completely extended and off the ground, your arms past your ear, straight up. You can see she's getting tired already. With your hands, and that's no surprise, everyone thinks this plank is very heavy. Go ahead and rest a second. Okay, now to make this plank harder, you don't necessarily want to pick up your head too high off the ground. You actually want your head and your legs as close to the ground as possible without touching the ground. That's how you make this plank heavier, okay? So one thing you can do if you have neck pains, I want you to try a second, leave your head on the ground, but do the rest of the plank here, but with your head relaxed. This way you still get the full engagement of your full abs without straining your neck. It's a little bit easier, but mainly it's safer for people that suffer from neck injuries.
Alright, so we're going to get started. We're going to lay down, hands behind your head, and start slow crunches. And ready? And up, down, down, again, up, down, down, and up, down, forearms. We go up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Good knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down. 2, 3, 4. Your arms up and up twice down, and up twice down, and up twice down, and up twice down. 4 more. Up twice down, and up. Last time. And up. Sit. Elbow go. And 1. 9 more. 2. 100 crunches, guys, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Now if you're starting to get a little tired, try and use long breaths like in and out. 55. Try to stay engaged. 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, breathe. 32, 33. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, okay, 50. Change sides. Other leg. Twist. And other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and it burns. 16, 17, I promise you. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 47, 48, 49, 50, switching in, stay engaged, bicycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 3. Last time. Ready? Double time. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Whew. Take a moment here. This is where you take a minute, let the burn sink in, keep your abs in place, breathe. Plank. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it. Whew.
And there you go. That's our Beachbody abs in 6 minutes. Do this at least every other day, and within no time, your abs will be killer. Remember, in the future, we will be posting a video on Beachbody abs, the science behind it all. So if you've tried everything and you still don't know what you're doing wrong, we will be tackling problems that everyone deals with in obtaining these Beachbody abs. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell to get our notifications, and we'll see you next time.